Hello, and welcome to the Astral Tourist. Welcome back. Explore astral projection, out of body, and lucid dreaming adventures. Encounter other worlds, time travel, and discover alternate dimensions right here with me. I have a Patreon if anyone would like to help support the channel. For now, it's just a few buttons in the shop area. As the channel gets more established, I might open up a membership. Please feel free to suggest some ideas. And now on to Alien Cave World. This is another short astral projection. Towards the beginning of the night, I tried to go with the direct method by just getting out as I was falling asleep, but I missed it. Um, I felt some movement. I think I may have astral projected, but I had to do wake back to bed method later in the evening, sometime, oh, I guess around 3:30, 4 o'clock, 3:30 something, I think, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, I just kind of phased into this area, is all I can remember about it. It's a little bit fuzzy. It was very dark. Things became more clear when I was using clarity now. And there was this whole cave area full of shops with narrow channels. And the beings there were only about 3 feet tall, if that, maybe 2.5, 2 to 3 feet tall. Let's say quite skinny, not super pencil thin, but skinny, shimmering gray skin. I couldn't really tune into specific features most of the time. Um, a lot of it's so fuzzy, but I remember little counters being set up like 1 foot tall in the water. Yes, there was water everywhere. This is an aquatic place, and the gravity felt heavy. So I'm thinking it's a smaller planet or an astral representation, I should say, of a smaller planet with heavier gravity. I didn't see like stalactites and stalagmites. There were some ridges and the round formations of the cave, and the way the water was running reminded me actually more of canals. Many people, well, beings were swimming. Some had some kind of flowing robe on, others not at all. So, yes, people do go in their birthday suits in the astral. I've seen this here on planet Earth astral projections and on other worlds as well. No, I don't really zoom in to take a look at the details unless I'm invited to or something, just for comparison. In this one, I wasn't as lucid as I would have liked to have been, but I did see that there were all these shops with little things on the counters and these beings behind the counters, others swimming in the water. I'm not sure 100% that they had legs. I don't think so. Like little mer people or something, but I didn't see like fins either. So I'm just doing my best to describe this. That's all I can do. Um, as I continue to astral project more, now that it's my prime time to astral project in the cooler weather, details will be coming in more. And I'll begin maybe using some mugwort. I also got some lucidamine, which is galantamine with some choline. I'm not sure how that's going to go over. I'll do another video podcast about my experiences trying some of these different things. But so far, my best results have definitely been with mugwort tinctures. So I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll save the rest for another podcast episode. So, anyway, if they don't start clearing up real soon, I'll be using some. Um, so I remember I was trying to go through some of these tunnels and I had to keep making myself smaller. I've been through some really tiny areas in the astral, even pinholes. And sometimes it's really easy to make myself smaller, and other times it seems like it takes more effort. Like I can get down to molecule size or atomic sized, like a sphere. And sometimes it just seems to take more effort than others. This time it was taking some effort. And again, I keep feeling like I was feeling the gravity, just pressure. There was more pressure there. It wasn't uncomfortable, but it was a little uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it better. It wasn't discomfort exactly, but I was feeling it. Anyway, I was trying to go through one of these narrow tunnels to see what was around the corner, maybe some more shops. So, again, another shopping world. Well, in this area of it anyway. And I got stuck. And I didn't want to try to adjust my size anymore because I should already have been able to fit through. And the water was kind of shallow there. And so I was using my panoramic vision. This is a tip. Um, Usually it's better to use like 360 panoramic vision when you're flying. Otherwise, it can be really confusing. But if you're having trouble seeing around corners and through walls, it's also very helpful then. So that's what I did. I turned that on and I saw around the corner that there was what looked like an older man, but again, a being, not humanoid, with the glistening gray skin. Oh, I'm not sure how far away, maybe 8 or 9 feet away if you count the corner part. And then 3 or 4 feet after that, going down one of the main canals. So I tried to telepathically reach out to him and ask him to help me get through the tunnel. And at first, he seemed really confused. I'm not sure if he was kind of zoning out or just didn't hear me well. And again, on some of these other planets, we have to remember our minds interpret everything as best as they can. So there's also language to consider. So I tried to ask him again in a simpler way just for help. And then finally he understood the word pull. Was asking him to touch me, which, like I've covered before, you don't usually touch beings in the astral without permission. But in this case, I asked him to touch me and to pull me through, just enough to pull through. And he did. He came over and he gave me a good tug. And I thought, wow, he's really strong. And then I realized my mind is interpreting that he's an older being with gray hair, and it wasn't really hair. As he came closer, I could see it was more like long tendrils coming down his face. And I tried to get it as close as I could while I was trying to generate a picture of this. And all the little grooves in the picture were not there. He had a smooth, silvery skin, silvery gray. And I'm sorry, my voice is a little dry today. Um, and it was just really nice of him. And yeah, he looked really weird to me, but you get over that kind of stuff after a while. I was just grateful for the pull. And I was excited to learn more about him or go explore some more of the shops and maybe ask where I was. But again, this was a short one, and I was just really concentrating on those not gills, whatever they were coming on down. And what would you call it? Expenditures? No. Tendrils, I guess is the closest word. Uh, yeah, but the rest was more of a humanoid face, just very small one. Because remember, again, 2.5 to 3 feet tall tops for all of these beings. And it was pretty dark since it's a cave world. So I'm calling it Alien Cave World for now. And hopefully I can get back there because I'm just really curious. And I wonder if there's more life more on the surface level of this planet, too. So this is a new one, I think, for me. I don't recall this one. It did not feel familiar. So a new place. So again, thanks for tuning in. I wish I had more to share with you on this, but more will be coming as I get more experiences. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day and weekend.